So today we are going to see the fourth unit. So your fourth unit is nothing but time varying field and Maxwell equations. So time varying field is nothing but electric and magnetic field, okay, which will be varying with the time period. We'll be seeing today. So under the heading of time varying field, you will be seeing Faraday's law, displacement current, Maxwell Ampere law, Maxwell equation, potential function, electromagnetic boundary conditions, wave equation and solution, time harmonic field. Okay, these are the topic you are going to be seeing in the fourth unit. So time varying field and Maxwell equations. So so far in the last three unit we had seen about the electrostatic and magnostatic field. It is nothing but time invariant. Okay, time invariant, that will be called as the static field. So in the static field we will be seeing about the electric and magnetic field, which will be independent to each other. Okay, in the static field the electric field and magnetic field will be independent of each other. But now in this unit we are going to see the time varying field, that is dynamic field. Okay, so in dynamic field electric and magnetic fields will be interdependent. Okay, there in static field it is independent, but here in magnetic in a dynamic field it is time varying field. Okay, so due to the change in time period your electric and magnetic field will be changing. Okay, that's why it's called as dynamic field. So it will be interdependent to each other, these two fields. Okay. So here, in general, static electric field are produced by stationary electric charge. Adhe mari static magnetic fields are produced due to the motion of electric charges with uniform velocity. Okay. But time varying fields are produced due to the time varying current. Okay, so the current which carrying the the conductor which going to carry the current, okay, will create an magnetic field. Okay, so that the magnetic field will induces an EMF. Okay, this EMF further will produce current. This produced current will be further developing an EMF. Okay, induced EMF or magnetic flux lines. Okay, so based on this concept only we are going to see. Then in this chapter we will be seeing about the Faraday's law, Lenz's law and displacement current concept and some of the Maxwell equations. Okay, this will be coming under all this unit. So first Faraday's law, here you will be seeing two laws, first law and second law. So first law is nothing but whenever the amount of magnetic flux linked with a closed circuit changes due to an EMF is induced in the circuit. So look at the picture, that a winding coil, okay, which will going to carry the current. Okay, so which will produce the magnetic field around it. That magnetic field and induces an EMF. That EMF will produce a magnetic flux with time changing. Okay, so due to time changes the magnetic flux line also changes, okay, with respect to the time. So rate of change of magnetic flux lines due to an EMF induced in the circuit, that will be called as a first law of Faraday's law. Okay. Second law is nothing but the magnitude of EMF which is induced in a closed path will be directly proportional to a rate of change of magnetic flux linked with the circuit. So that is nothing but simply we can write the equation as E equal to minus d phi by dt. Okay, d phi the rate of change of magnetic flux with respect to time period dt. Okay, minus d phi by dt. Okay, E equal to minus d phi by dt. That's all. So now we can see the Faraday's law in detail. So in the year 1820, Professor Hans Christian Oster demonstrated that a compass needle deflects due to electric current. So due to electric current presence, the compass needle, okay, gets deflects. Okay, deflects now. So அதே concept வச்சு after 10 years, Michael Faraday, a British scientist, proved that a magnetic field also produces a current. Okay, so எப்படி produce பண்ண magnetic field? So conductor which carries current will develop magnetic field around it. So on the magnetic field, it will induce the EMF, electromotive force. Okay, will be induced in the magnetic field. Okay, so in the magnetic field, the produced EMF, okay, in the magnetic field will change the flux line. Rate of change of flux line will happen. Okay, that flux line increases. Okay, due to the presence of EMF, that is the created EMF will further increase the current. Okay, அங்கேயே flux line create ஆகுதுல்ல due to EMF, அது வந்து என்ன பண்ணும், திரும்ப current value increase பண்ணும். Okay, so அந்த current value increase பண்றதுனால திரும்ப வந்து EMF induce ஆகும், produce ஆகும். Okay, so இதே மாதிரி கான்செப்ட் வந்து போயிட்டே இருக்கும். கரண்ட் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆக ஆக உன்னோட ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைனும் உன்னோட இஎம்எஃப்பும் ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ஸோ அதுதான் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கான் இங்க, magnetic field also produces a current. So due to the presence of magnetic field, so magnetic field வந்து ஸ்டாட்டிக்கா, ஐ மீன் ஸ்டேஷனரியா, வித்தவுட் எனி மூவ்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் சார்ஜ் இருந்ததுன்னா அப்போ வந்து இந்த மாதிரி கான்செப்ட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகாது. இட் வில் நாட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் தி கரண்ட். when there is a dynamic magnetic field, that is varying with the time period. Okay, magnetic field must vary with the time period. அப்ப அந்த மாதிரி டைம்ல தான் you will generate a current, okay, in the magnetic field. Okay, this is the concept of Faraday's law. It is nothing but, according to Faraday's experiment, a static magnetic field cannot produce any current flow. But okay, static magnetic will not produce any current flow, but with a time varying field is nothing but dynamic field. Okay, an electromotive force induces which may drive a current in a closed path or circuit. Okay, this EMF is nothing but a voltage that induces from changing magnetic field or motion of the conductors in a magnetic field. So on the EMF EMF nothing but voltage. எப்படி EMF induce ஆகுதுன்னா due to change of magnetic field with respect to time. Okay, so Faraday discovered that the induced EMF is equal to the time rate of change of magnetic flux linking with the closed circuit. This is the statement of Faraday's law. Okay, that is represented in the equation as E equal to, E is nothing but EMF, induced EMF is directly proportional to rate of change of magnetic flux layer. Magnetic flux is represented by phi. Okay, d phi nave change of phi. Okay, change of flux line. dt கீழ வந்துச்சுனா with respect to time period. Okay, so d phi by dt அங்க என்ன இருக்கு, into minus n இருக்கா, n is nothing but number of turns which is used in the conductor coil. Okay, so minus sign will be nothing but that force. Induced EMF will generate a current nu sonnalaya, that current, produced current will produce a opposing flux. Okay, அந்த produced current produced இல்லையா due to EMF, அந்த current வந்து என்ன பண்ணும், ஒரு opposing flux generate பண்ணும். Okay, அததான் வந்து minus sign indicate பண்ணிருக்காங்க. Now let us assume single turn circuit. So single turn graph n value will be 1. So that the Faraday's law can be written as E equal to minus d phi by dt. N equal to 1 substitute pannina, you will be getting as here minus d phi by dt. So the minus sign in the equation 1 and 2 indicates that the direction of the EMF induced is such that to produce a current which will produce a magnetic field which will oppose the original field. Okay, that's why we are indicated as a negative sign. Indicated the equation as a negative sign. And then in 1834, Henry Frederick Emil Lenz postulated the law. Thus, according to Lenz's law, okay, Lenz's law, the induced EMF acts to produce an opposing flux. Okay, thus, according to Lenz's law, the induced EMF act to produce an opposing flux. Now, this is the Lenz's law statement. The induced EMF in the magnetic field will produce opposing flux. Okay, that statement will be called as a Lenz's law. Okay, here you consider the Faraday law equation, that is with the scalar quantity, that is E vector. E vector is an electric field. Okay, so E equal to integral of E vector dot dl vector. Okay, this is the one of induced EMF measured in scalar quantity. The third equation indicates that a voltage in a closed path will change. The EMF will change if any part of the path is changing. Okay, so that the magnetic flux which is passing through a specific area can be written as phi equal to integral the surface area with the surface area, specific surface area that represented by S, B vector dot ds vector. B vector is nothing but magnetic flux density. Okay, this is the equation for flux flux line. Okay, so in the result we are going to write the EMF E, induced EMF E. Okay, so எப்படி எழுதுறோம்னா இதுக்குல I equal to minus d phi by dt இருக்குலையா, இந்த இடத்துல phi க்கு பதிலா you replace the value of integral s b vector into dot ds vector. So இங்க replace பண்ணினா என்ன ஆகும், E equal to minus d by dt integral s b vector dot ds vector. So இப்ப third equation fourth equation compare பண்ணு. So on comparing third and fourth equation, what you can write, what you can conclude, that is nothing but E equal to integral E vector dot dl vector equal to minus d by dt integral of b vector dot ds vector. Okay. So in the Faraday's law, you can use the two conditions. I think three conditions you will be using, but most important two conditions will be learned. That is the closed circuit in which EMF is induced is stationary. Okay, and the magnetic flux is sinusoidally varying with time. That is rate of change of flux in Sonalaya. That is given in the sentence. Magnetic flux is sinusoidally varying with the time. From equation 5, so this equation 5 is clear that the magnetic flux density is the only quantity varying with time. Pathina, idu mattumda enna ho, it will be varying with respect to time period. Okay, the remaining thing value will be constant. So you can write that equation as integral of E vector dot dl vector equal to minus integral of in the d by dt இருக்குலையா உள்ள எடுத்துட்டு போயிடுறேன். ஏன்னா we are going to apply for the b vector quantity. That is dou b vector by dou t dot ds vector. Okay, so this will be similar to your transformer action. Okay, and EMF. That is electric field intensity. Integral of electric field will give integral of rate of change of magnetic flux density with respect to time will be called as a transformer EMF. So in the equation then transformer EMF. Okay, இது கேப்பா ரொம்ப important, note பண்ணிக்கோ. 1 mark or 2 marks. Transformer EMF equation. Using Stokes theorem, a line integral can be converted into surface integral. So here we are going to convert the line integral by surface integral. So the line integral எப்படி convert பண்ணுவ del cross E எடுத்தீனா என்ன ஆகும் surface integral. Line integral becomes surface integral. Okay. So del cross E dot ds. That as it is அப்படியே எழுதிடு right hand side அப்படியே எழுதிடு. ஏன்னா லெஃப்ட் சைடுக்கு தான் நீ என்ன பண்ண லைன் இன்டெகிரல்ல சர்ஃபேஸ் இன்டெகிரலா மாத்துற ஏன்னா ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல சர்ஃபேஸ் இன்டெகிரல் இருக்கு இது லைன் இன்டெகிரல் இருக்கு சோ இந்த லைன் இன்டெகிரல்ல சர்ஃபேஸ் இன்டெகிரலா கன்வெர்ட் பண்ற ஓகே சோ both the sides are in surface integral so just cut all the common points that is integral minus surface integral இங்க இருக்கு இங்க surface integral and then ds vector காமனா இருக்கா அது என்ன பண்ணிருக்கான் அத as it is வச்சுக்கலாம் அப்ப del cross E vector dot ds vector equal to minus rho b vector by rho t dot ds vector so just integral மட்டும் remove பண்றீங்க surface integral மட்டும் hence finally you can write இங்க ds vector இந்த லைன்ல கட் பண்ணிருக்கான் ஓகே so previous lineல கட் பண்ணிட்டு ஃபைனலா அப்படி எழுதினாலும் no problem del cross E vector equal to minus rho b vector by rho t vector will be the answer okay which is one of your Maxwell equation that is if b vector is not varying with the time equation and 6 and 8 will be similar to your electrostatic equation for E vector dot dl vector and del cross E vector that is ரெண்டுக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 0 ன்னு obtain பண்ணுவேன் எங்க electrostaticல okay electrostatic na static field that is stationary without any changes in the magnetic flux okay you will be obtaining this value that is 0 value for this two equation but inge vandu dynamic ங்கறதுனால dynamic na enna your flux lines flux density b vector going to vary with the time okay that's why you will be getting the answer some value in the right hand side okay you keep on remembering this. Then second condition pathina magnetic field வந்து stationary-ஆ இருக்கு it is not varying with the time okay so here the closed circuit is revolved னா என்ன moving over the circuit closed circuit to get the relative motion between them that action will be similar to your generator action so that the induced EMF in the closed circuit will be called as a motional or generator EMF இத ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ second condition generator EMF first condition is your transformer EMF ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோ generator EMF transformer EMF in the Faraday law remember it consider here you consider q charge q which is going to be moved in the magnetic field b vector at a velocity v vector then the force on a charge will be written as f vector equal to q v vector cross b vector okay so here the electric field intensity will be defined as the force per unit charge so that you can write the em vector that is emf induced emf as a em vector equal to E vector by Q. So E vector by Q can be written as V vector cross B vector. The V vector is the velocity, the magnetic flux density, the magnetic field intensity, Q is the charge. So that you can write finally induced EMF as integral of EM vector dot dl vector equal to integral of B vector cross B vector dot dl vector. Okay. So the equation 11 represent total EMF induced when a conductor is moving in a uniform magnetic field. Okay, uniform constant magnetic field. That is static magnetic field. Okay, if the direction of velocity v with which conductor is moving and the magnetic field B vector are mutually perpendicular to each other, so that the EMF induced will be written as E equal to BL V into sin 90. Sin 90 is nothing but 1. Okay. So, after 1 and 14, BLV matna kadikku. So, L is nothing but length of the conductor, being the velocity, being the magnetic field intensity. Sorry, magnetic flux density. So, here the third case, consider the third case. Here the magnetic flux density also going to be vary with the time due to the induced EMF of combination of transformer EMF and generator EMF. So third condition pathina, we are going to see the B vector, that is magnetic flux density, which will be varying with the time period due to the combination of transformer EMF and generator EMF. அப்ப இந்த ரெண்டு அவுட்புட்டையும் நீ ஆட் பண்ணினா உனக்கு கிடைக்கும் third condition. So first equation இருக்குல்லையா, transformer EMF minus integral of S vector dou B vector by dou T into dot ds vector. இந்த equationையும் second conditionல என்ன இருக்கு resulting V vector integral of V vector cross B vector dot dl. இதையும் add பண்ணினா you will be getting the third case. Okay, third condition. Then now advantages of Faraday's law. So it is cheap, very very cheap, reliable one, controllable, efficient, and clean and green. Okay, so these are the advantages of Faraday's law. Disadvantage in patina in coal and oil field and nuclear fusion and geothermal, it will be very dirty and non-renewable. In nuclear fusion field, expensive and radioactive. In geothermal field, it is clean and renewable. These are the disadvantages of Faraday's law in these three fields. So application of Faraday law patina transformer la apply pannalam, induction cooker la, musical instrument la apply pannalam. So transformer la patina it will be useful for transmitting AC to AC without much loss of power. So power loss will be reduced in the transformation. Okay. AC transformation. Then induction cooker la patina copper coil. Playa. The cooking container la you will be placing the copper coil. Okay, in that material you will be applying the Faraday's law. And then musical instrument pathina guitar la apply பண்ணுவீங்க.